Alright, so yeah, getting ready for these videos has always been a hassle. Okay, so guys, you probably have noticed that I have not been on YouTube for quite a while right now. That's because, well, let me explain. In the middle of this month, I started feeling crappy, feeling ill and everything. So I could barely really do much. I had headaches, I had a sore throat, and I just felt like crap, so I basically could not do anything. And due to the COVID rules that we got going on nowadays, it's just been a complete hassle. So I took this opportunity with me staying at home to write a book. And this is a book that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. It's called The Silverado Gold. Silverado Gold is a adventure story of a couple of people living in the Black Hills. One of them finds a bundle of money that at first they all thought was fake, but then they eventually realized that it was real, and this was from a robbery that came from back during the Great Depression. Things started looking up during 1934 after so many bad years of the stock market going down. Then things started looking up in 1934. Then it started going down a little bit in 1935, and a bunch of people working at one of the national banks of America finally finally could not take it. So they committed a robbery and they stole billions of dollars worth of gold and money, and they try to escape with it. However, their car breaks down due to the weight of the wealth that they were carrying in the middle of the Black Hills, so they had to hide it. However, they were caught by the authorities and a shootout occurs. The guys die, and now that money has been long gone. It's basically been called a legend. That's why it's called the Silverado Gold. But now, when one of these characters finds a little piece of money that is actually from the 1930s, suddenly the news gets out there that it might be real and that there is a bunch of money sitting out here that might be valuable to anybody. And suddenly hundreds of thousands of people come into the hills to try and search for the long lost treasure. And as the situation goes, things go from a normal treasure hunt to a family gathering to an absolute nightmare in a matter of a couple of months when nobody can find this thing. And the moral of the story is not just the treasure hunt in general, but how far things can really go if people do not find exactly what they need. It becomes from a normal situation to a terrifying nightmare in a matter of weeks and months. So that's basically the setting of the story. I hope this sounds really interesting for you. I'm really excited for this story, and I'll be finding a publisher as soon as I can, and hopefully you guys get to read it as soon as summer rolls around. But anyway, that's what I've been doing for the past month. It took me a week and a half to finally get this whole thing done. Well, that's mostly because I kind of had a full idea what the whole story was going to be. So, really, writing it was the easiest part of the whole thing. And the hardest thing I have to do now is find a publisher. So, guys, the Silverado Gold, does it sound interesting? And what do you think of it? Whatever you think, comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.